My boss cut my hours and pay in half because he doesn't believe in WFH. I live prohibitively far to be in the office every day. My boss knew that when he hired me, and the agreement was always that I am in office on an as needed basis. Usually about 7 days out of the month. My boss told me last week that he will be forcing me to go part-time along with the associated pay cut because he no longer wants me to WFH. He said I'm so much more productive in the office. It's just patently untrue. Although I doubt he's actually looked at the numbers. I retain a high level of productivity regardless of location. According to our KPIs, I alone am as productive as everyone else combined. It's his business and it's a right-to-work state. So he can do whatever he wants. He can cut the most productive person in his company for any reason or no reason at all. I'm just finding it frustrating that apparently this boomer has to see me sitting at my desk too. Think I'm doing a good job. Bums me out to look for a new job. Go part-time. Reduce your productivity in office. Go to the office. Spend all your time chatting with the coworkers. See if any networking opportunity appear. And get the hell out of there as fast as you can. No doubt he will expect you to complete the same workload for half the pay. If you're in the USA, this could be considered constructive dismissal and entitle you to unemployment. Stop doing any and all extras. Work your assigned schedule and not a moment more. Take all breaks allowed. If you're working from home, do the bare minimum. If you're at the office, chat with coworkers every moment you get. Cut half your pay? Cut your productivity in half. Go job hunting and don't bother with a 2-week notice. That douche canoe doesn't deserve it. And if he has the balls to bitch about your productivity, look at him dead in the eyes and tell him, "You cut my pay in half. I don't know what else you expected." Time to look for a new job, man. There is literally nothing you could do. Now you got like 20 a week to look for a new job. Look up constructive dismissal definitions for unemployment in your state. Your boss is already going down that road, and you may find that they will create a hostile office environment for you as well. Document everything. Also, your boss has done you the favor of paying for your job search period. Good luck with job hunting. You say you doubt he's actually looked at the numbers. Well, show him your numbers. You probably don't have access to anyone else's. But you could maybe take an informal survey in the office. "Hey Bob, I heard you were one of our top sellers. Do you mind my asking what your sales were last month?" And maybe follow up with, "What's your top tip?" When you present this info to your boss, though, don't name names. Just say you asked around, and the range was XY, and the average was Z, and give him your comparison. Never throw anyone under the bus. Right to work means you cannot be forced to join a union in order to be hired. You mean, at will. Why not do the fun thing and show him how being in the office all the time just tanks your productivity? File unemployment for hours being cut. Depends on state, but you can file unemployment in some states on just the hours being cut from full-time hours. Then start looking for another job. Remember, give him number 2-week BS. So much more productive when you start your other job immediately. And due to commute and office life, you have been too stressed to worry about transition. This should be a text message Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. Start applying for similar positions in other companies. You just might get better pay. It sucks when management makes poor judgment calls, but you shouldn't get stuck with the short end of the stick. Look at it as an opportunity to better yourself. And when you give your 2 weeks, he might change his tune. If he doesn't, You'll already have something lined up. I would, personally, follow his statement and work part-time hours. Find another job, possibly work both at once. When he wonders why you have half the productivity, you explain he told you to move to part-time work, so you did. He has constructively dismissed you, and you should be able to get unemployment to make up part of the difference. Also, you're talking about at-will employment, not right to work. Right to work has to do with whether you can work for a unionized company without being forced to join the union. Masked layoff. Look elsewhere. If you're going to part-time with the associated pay cut, then I would 1000% expect for your KPIs to drop by at least 50%. If it doesn't, then all of us here at our Anti-Work will be very disappointed in you. Apply for constructive dismissal, unemployment. Moving from full-time to part-time without your consent is a form of firing, allowing you to claim unemployment. Right to work means you don't have to join a union. You're thinking of at-will employment. During COVID, my pay was cut by 10% because the company and everyone had to make sacrifices. In return, I dropped my productivity by 10% and refused to do any more overtime. 8 days went by before my boss demanded to give me my 10% back, and I got it back.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.